I am losing my shit.
Calm down.
I'm getting angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. I am going into a berserker rage.
Yay! That was GWAR. What was it? Last week? 2 weeks ago? I don't know. Time is just a human concept. Hello, everybody. Welcome to GWARPod. I am your host, Kevin Vonesper. Let's see if this works. I don't know if anyone knows anything about these glow-in-the-dark things. It's kind of working. I don't think I have it in the right light. Does it matter what kind of light you have to put these things in? Let's see. Does any of my glow-in-the-dark figures here work? Oh, let me turn this off. Now I'm just in darkness. I don't know if this glow-in-the-dark shit is working. Well, now that I'm demonetized already, that's just kidding. I can't be monetized yet. I need at least 1,000 followers. So everybody who's watching, go give me a like and a subscribe right now. I'm almost there. I think that's one of the benchmarks. Anyways, hello, how are you? Have you done anything Gwarish lately? I saw them twice since the last show, so I'm not going to talk about it all here. There's lots of news. We're going to save it all for the show. We got a GWARTIST in the house tonight, so it's going to be a fun. We're just, I love these scum dogs, these old punk rockers. Sometimes it's a lot of fun to talk to them, but it's a lot of responsibility, it's like a lot of just effort and energy. And then sometimes I gotta relax and just like hang out with the fans and just like talk shit. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. That's why I'm in my t-shirt and not my suit. Although I just, every time I get a new GWAR shirt, I do need to show it off. This is a great little piece of art. I'm sure everybody's checked it out by now. It does glow in the dark sometimes, I think. Does anyone know who drew this? Let me know in the comments. Of course, as always, feel free to chat along and ask your questions. I gotta update the theme song, but for now, here it is. GWARPod, yeah.
GWARPod comes from on GWARPod. 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 GWARPod.
Oh, what's
Hello,
up?
what's up?
Yeah, so this is me. This is my face. I'm a real person. I'm not
Yes,
just a.
the face rip has happened.
Yeah. Am I glowing?
Well, you do have some good light on your face, so it's working.
Hopefully
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
I was like, oh, I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a ring light. I don't know if I can turn this around, but I got a ring light in my face, so
Well,
that's
yeah,
my
those
trick.
work too.
And then I got this light in the back, just kind of trying to illuminate the GWAR cave a little bit.
Mhm.
It works a
Yeah,
little
gotta
bit.
pay respect. Gotta pay
Yeah.
respect.
I should get a little something more powerful, but maybe I should.
Yeah, I
get
should get
this
a light back there for all my
I should
GWAR
get
stuff.
this. I should get this its own camera angle.
Yeah,
Just like,
just have like a separate
Yeah.
one during the entire interview.
like I don't have a pet, but I can focus it on my little odorists and stuff.
Mhm.
I don't know. What's up? What's up? Oh yeah, here's what I forgot to say in the intro. I'm taking a break from the GWAR Smash tonight. I just didn't feel like getting Smash. It's early for me.
Oh,
I'm
come
on
on.
my no, listen, I'm on my summer schedule, so it's like 9 in the morning for me.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with a
instead,
massive hangover the day over after.
no, exactly. So I may end up with that anyways, because who knows if this is healthy for me to consume at this point. But today I'm taking a break and I'm drinking some
Oh no.
espresso destructo. So if I have to run out of the room at any time without explanation, this is your explanation right here. It's definitely
like,
not
oh, God.
fresh. It's definitely not fresh. I have not taken a sip yet. We're gonna do a live reaction, see how it is.
All right. I'm a tea enjoyer, so
I'm scared.
yeah, Hunter's gonna burn.
It's it's not the worst. It's not the best. Uh-oh, did you freeze? We got a frozen dum-dum. Is it me? Can someone tell me in the comments what you're seeing?
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're back.
All right, cool.
See,
I guess my Wi-Fi is just choppy.
The destructos are gonna get me, but I think they just got you.
Yeah, Matt knocked on my door. Actually, I had to shoo him away.
Dude, I gotta tell you, when I had Matt on the show, I don't think I told this on the show, but here's some like behind the scenes baseball, talk.
Mhm.
When, because I tell people to get here a couple minutes early to, tech check and do a little pre-chat, make sure everything's working. And so he enters the room and it's his cell phone like shooting up to his face. And he's in the store buying headphones for the show.
No way, that's amazing.
And so like I saw him through the cashier and then walking home. And then he just sat down and we basically like started the show right away. Like it was perfect timing. But that was like
yeah, that's so
I was
funny.
watching him being a destructo in the store, you know, like buying his technology.
Just like that's just so funny. Just
And
like
I was
getting
just
a
like,
glimpse
I was
into
like,
Matt's
what's
life.
happening right now? Like, because he was talking to the cashier as he logged into the show, and I'm like, I'm so confused. Like,
He just like ignores you. Like, I gotta buy these headphones, man.
well, he was kind of half paying attention because he just got up to the ringer, I guess. I don't know, but it was pretty funny.
Oh, that's so funny.
So you went to the Camden show.
Yes, I
Let's
did.
talk about that since we just watched a clip from the Jones Beach show that I just went to. In all of its warts and all, you know, it's a snapshot of what it was, you know. I also saw the show in Tampa, so I saw the show twice in 1 week. That was just happenstance. I was telling you back behind the scenes how I ended up there. That was the second night of the tour, so I got to see it twice. What did you think of the GWAR tour? This GWAR tour?
I thought it was really fun. I thought, you know, it's always great. Oh, dude, they had Margaret there, and I was like, whoa!
I know.
Yeah,
I was like pointing
dude.
them out to whoever I was with at the show. I was like, "That's Margaret. I really want to talk to her."
Yeah, I got to talk to her once, and
I know. I'm
she's just the
jealous.
nicest person ever, dude. I really gotta hit her up again and be like, hey, next show, talk to me.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I would like to have her on this show. I mean, hopefully I'll get everyone eventually.
Yeah.
Just because I don't think she's ever done an interview about GWAR that I've ever seen. So,
Really?
I mean,
That is
have you ever seen
criminal.
one? Has anyone, I mean, if anyone has one, link it to me. I'd love to read it. But I don't think people like really know about her because she's not on stage usually until recently.
No.
And even now, she's not like a character in the show. She's just kind of in the background slave, you know, stuff.
Yeah. Dude, her new look is amazing though. I just love her.
I'm just glad that there's at least one female on stage again.
Yeah.
Even if she's just running around.
Yeah, they
you
gotta
know,
get more girls in there, man.
I know it's a utter fest. I
Yeah,
guess you could
utter.
say. Yeah, there's
Sure.
4 of them on just one character, and then there's a.
And then
I
all
think
the other ones, we don't know about those guys.
doesn't Ballsack have 2 ball sacks or something like that? It's just crazy down
Does
there.
he?
Am I crazy in thinking that at least one of his costumes had 2 ball sacks? Can somebody check that? Jamie,
Can someone confirm the amount of sacks
yeah, I
on
need
sack?
somebody in the comments. You know, I know a lot about what I know about, but I don't know everything. Yeah, is that a heart or a sack?
A little heart. I mean, I guess it could be a sack if it was upside
Thank you,
down.
Splamo. Yeah, I'd love to read it. Maybe I've seen it, but anyways, I would love to talk to her. I'm glad to see her on stage. The show was short and sweet. I mean, of course, I knew it was going to be, but I'm guessing. Do you think a lot of the audience that this tour attracted had never seen GWAR before?
Oh, absolutely. I took my friend there because they specifically had never seen GWAR. And that was one of the things we bonded over when I came to my high school. So I was like, hey, they're doing a show in Camden. Do you want to come? She was like, absolutely, yes. And she she snuck into the pit, and the entire time she was like, he has his ass out. They have their asses out. How can they do this? Just like freaking out. And I was like, yo, you good? She was like, I fucking love this.
Did she get bloody?
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. She got more than me. She was in the pit, and I kind of like stood behind. I did not want since like the venue didn't really prepare that well compared to what I've seen other venues. So it was like slippery concrete with all the spew. And I was like, oh God. It was not good. I saw someone fell and crack their head. Like the second I was thinking like, oh, maybe I should go in there. Like what? Like immediately I was like,
I think I saw somebody, I didn't see it, but apparently somebody got hurt during the first time I saw Cold Chamber on this tour, and he stopped the song and like addressed it, and then the band, like, you could tell that they weren't using tracks, let's say that much, because they were just like, no, not from that point, no, take it back a little bit.
Yeah, that's
Not to say
amazing
it's
to see.
bad if
When,
you have tracks. I know GWAR uses tracks. It's fine. I'm just saying that was impressive to see a band that didn't for once.
Mhm.
It's rare. Where okay, so let's go way back. Like, how did you get
Okay,
into GWAR?
way back.
What's your Wayne's World? I don't know.
Now,
No.
okay, so this is a good one. My dad, my
Someone gets my
father.
Wayne's World reference, just tell me in the comments,
Yes,
please. I need
I did.
validation.
I got
Okay.
it. Um, so my dad, needless to say, he was a crazy person, still is to an extent. He was a really crazy teenager. And so he would hang out with just like the most insane people ever, like getting into fights, fucking whatever else you do in Port Reading, New Jersey.
I don't know.
And
What do you do
so
in Port Reading? I've never even heard of that.
when
Is
what
that
you
where
do in
you're
Port Reading,
from?
New Jersey is leave.
Yeah, okay.
So he had um gone with one of his friends to see a band called GWAR, and my dad was like, what the fuck is GWAR? And my friend was like, go into it unknowingly, don't ask anyone about them. I mean, you can't look anything up because it's like the
Yeah,
80s at
what?
this point. I think
Okay,
he
it's the
was on,
80s.
yeah, America Must Be Destroyed, I think was the tour he was on.
That was like
Oh,
92, yeah.
no, it might have been, I don't quite remember.
Somewhere in the late 80s to early 90s.
Yeah. So he went to see the show. Immediately he was blown away. So he followed them with his friend down the East Coast until they trailed off to wherever.
Whoa.
So he like got all the 8 tracks, he got all the cassettes, he got all the vinyl, like wore them out. And now
Wait,
cut
8
forward to
tracks
yeah, 8 tracks.
of GWAR?
Yeah, I
GWAR
think
never
they
had 8
existed.
tracks. I don't think so.
Oh, really? Am I just being an asshole? Probably. Ugh.
I mean, now I want one is what I'm thinking. I'm like, those existed. I think they'd be collector's items that you'd see pop up. But
Most likely.
I'm sure your dad had plenty of 8 tracks, but I don't think any of them were GWAR.
Yeah, I'm just making stuff up now. I want to be cool, please.
Yeah, well, it's pretty cool. Make up the rest of the story.
Sure. No, I'm just kidding. Um, so what happened from there is it's 2020 now, right? Um, I was at a weird point in my life. I was transferring to a different school, performing arts school, that I had to try out for, and I'm leaving all my friends behind. And so it's very like weird, kind of sad time for me. And my dad says, "Wait, turn this off. Turn off." We were in the car, and I was playing Elton John, I think, and he was like, "Turn
Hmm.
this off. Put on
I mean, respect
Horror
to
of
Elton
Yig."
too.
Yeah, I love Elton.
I saw his last East Coast show like a
Oh,
year or so
really?
ago. Yeah.
Goodbye Yellow Road tour.
Yes.
Yeah, like he was good.
Respect.
He
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
die, but
No. So
so
that's the first time you heard GWAR, Horror of Yig?
that was the first time I heard GWAR, and we were just driving around Point Pleasant, and I was like, "What the fuck is this? I hate this." I hated GWAR the first time I heard them because it was like, "What is this like noise? This is just pure noise to me. This is terrible." And so then I'm like, "Okay, turn this off. Put back on like Ninja Sex Party or whatever else I was into besides Elton." And so then another time he tells me about the stage show, and he didn't mention the stage show at first. And
Mhm.
then since I was always like the weird art type, and then I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'll give these guys a try. And then it was just immediately like, bing, like right into outer space. I launched off and been a fan ever since.
Wow, so you're pretty new to the GWAR world.
Yeah,
2020. That's like during the
yeah.
pandemic. Wow. Um, you know what's funny is I believe Horror of Yig is the first GWAR song I knowingly ever heard as well.
Really?
And that's because it was in the movie Mystery Date, which I talk about
Oh, yes.
obsessively because I love it. Even just beyond GWAR being in it, I think it's a fantastic, awesome movie. And that's what they're playing in the club scene. And it's just like, holy shit, what the hell? Like, I may have heard my brother play like a tape of them in the past, I'm not sure, but like the first time I knew, saw GWAR, like understood it, was Horror of Yig,
Mhm.
and I was hooked. Yeah, but that was probably in the 90s. Yeah, 90. That was probably in like 1994 or 5.
Yeah, not quite yet for me. Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. So, and then tell me a little bit of background about you being an artist, and then
Oh
how the
boy.
two
So
worlds collide, right?
I've been an artist pretty much. I decided to become like a serious artist when I was 8.
Mm,
So since I
wow.
was pretty young, I knew I wanted to do art. And so at the time it seemed like the logical thing to push art and GWAR together. Um and I was like, "Oh, this is really fun." Like I can draw these characters decently. And so that's what I did, and I just kept going, and I kept going, and undoubtedly I got better at art
Oh
throughout the
yeah, let
process.
me pull up the slideshow. Let's look at the slideshow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, I
Oh,
guess we could
okay.
just go through this. I don't know in what kind of order these are in, but
I think I have some order to them, but
I I may have reordered them though.
yeah, that's fine. So
Is this
that I
something
think
that
is
you
at the
made?
slave pit now.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Nice.
He
And
was
you
really fun to work on, but lots of tiny pieces, like all the jaw and ears and nose. Those are clay.
did you okay, you sculpted this and then you painted it?
I
Or
took a I took a Magic the Gathering orc
mhm,
mini, and then I slapped Bone Snapper on it.
gotcha. That's creative. I like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, here's some of
That
your stuff, right?
that was my first GWAR picture. That
Oh,
was the first.
what was this? Was this modeled after any specific photo or?
Yeah, I think I I ripped it off like directly off of a reference image. I ripped it off like directly of poses specifically made for artists, and I was like,
Mm,
I'm not gonna do this in any creative way. I'm just gonna slap odorous on there. And yeah, that resides with my friend Beefus von Grievous now, which is a
nice.
mouthful to say, but that's where it
Yeah,
is.
say it 10 times fast.
Beef von Grievous.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Oh, those ones. Okay.
yeah, what are
So these
these?
ones were really fun to do because it's just it wasn't like, oh, I have to get the skin color right, or oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. It's just gray. It's just grays and blacks, and it glue in the dark, and I was really happy about them. Gorman's tattoos were a nightmare to figure out
Oh,
though.
wow.
Yeah.
I'm noticing that. Yeah.
So I'm pretty
Huh.
sure those are all accurate.
Yeah. I mean, I just remember the thing he has like on his abdomen, right?
Yeah, that one I I posed it
'Cause that's like
specifically
so
so I
old.
didn't have to draw
Yeah,
that one.
I was looking for it and I was like, "Oh, it's behind the
Yeah,
weapon."
I was like, "Oh god, I don't have any images for that one." So I just like, "Oh, he could do this."
And what's this other character on the
Oh, that was Margaret's old slave.
Oh, okay.
That was her
Yeah,
old slave
nice.
look.
See? We have art for her. Let's get her on the show so we could sh I
Yeah,
mean, I'm sure she's
Margaret,
seen
come
it,
on,
but
girl.
yeah, yeah. Well, I gotta wait till the tour's over and everything. They're busy. I can't get them right now. Gotta
Ah,
wait for it. Let's
just bother her while she's on the road. Like, hey,
no, no, I go through official sources, but I'm just not gonna bother them while I know they're busy. It's like not worth
respectable,
anybody's time,
respectable.
you know? Um, let's catch up on some comments. Let's see who's here. Oh yeah, we saw that. Yes. Margaret, come on the show. Dude, you packed the house tonight, Dum Dub.
Did I? Ooh.
Yeah, people coming out tonight. Thank you everybody for joining. Uh, yes, we love Elton here.
Elton,
Elton
Elton, we love
rocks.
Elton. I have a
Moss
picture
Eden, I love
print
that
vinyl.
name. Nice. John, your art is awesome. Really, there was nothing like GWAR in the 90s. That's so true. I mean, that's why I like it the most, is because of its uniqueness. There's lots of influences, but both musically and visually, there's nothing like it, especially in the mid 90s. Aw,
I love you too,
Sarah's
Sarah.
here. She's gonna give me a tattoo one day. That's the plan.
Yeah.
That's the plan. Because I don't have any tattoos, so
Oh no, I have phobia of things like under my skin. So
Oh,
ink under there, I'll just like sit up at night, like trying to carve it out. Like,
oh no,
oh
well, no tattoos for you. Well,
yeah,
I've gone this far in life without any, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not like against them. I just never cared enough to get one, I guess.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I'm not
They're
like anti
expensive
them.
too. I mean, for good
Yeah,
reason.
right. Of course, of course. And I respect that. I would want to respect the artist. Yes. So let me ask you this before, and then we'll look at some more art later. What is your favorite? So okay, you dove into Guar pretty much all in the past 3 years. That's
Mhm.
like an interesting perspective because you don't have like a. I guess the new album is like your current. Like they always say, like oh, you always like best what you grew up with, but you kind of
Mhm.
just got everything at once, and then the new record.
Yeah. So that kind of holds true a little bit. My favorite album has to be Blood of Gods, but my favorite era is not Blood of Gods. So
So wait, was
it's
Blood
kind of
of
like
Gods? What was the first album that came out since you became a fan? Blood of
the
Gods?
first album that came out since I was a fan was The New Dark Ages.
Okay, so okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's like Blood of Gods is my favorite album musically, but just because it has like those really big band that like just amazing like orchestral big band feel to it. They got trumpets for El Presidente.
Mhm.
They had I think it was strings for another song that was really
They had
fun.
some like orchestral segues and stuff too.
Yeah, exactly. And I really, since I'm a music major, I'm earning my
Okay.
degree in music. I really appreciated that for just kind of mixing that metal feel with big band feel, or not quite big band, but I don't know. I'm
Yeah, no,
stupid.
like orchestral and
Yeah, just
I
like
get you. More than just a metal band.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've had hints of that for years, I would say. That's why I think the new record I guess the new record has a little bit less of that stuff, but the new
Mhm.
records are similarly spiritually similar to like my favorite is This Toilet Earth. I would say the new album may be closest to that kind of I don't know, just the elements mixing together,
Mhm.
I guess.
Yeah, I would agree
'Cause, you
on
know,
that too.
there was the horns on Sadama Go Go
Yes.
and like Skullhead Face is all kinds of crazy stuff and
Oh, Skullhead Face,
you
that's an
know,
amazing
there's
song.
everything on that record.
Mhm.
So wait, what was your favorite era?
My favorite era was this it's kind of neck and neck with This Toilet Earth and oh, Carnival of Chaos.
Really?
So,
That's an
yeah.
interesting view.
Yeah, I know. It's like
Why Carnival of Chaos? Because you obviously we all know that album gets a lot of hate. That era gets a lot of hate.
oh, I love Carnival of Chaos so much. Yeah,
Let's
and I'm
see
gonna
what's
go.
on
I'm gonna
that
get
one.
like, why do you like Carnival of Chaos? But I love Carnival of
Let
Chaos
me pull
because
out my Carnival of Chaos vinyl record here.
um
I mean, let me hear you first.
yeah, of course. It was like they were getting more polished, but it still looked like really, really primal, and I loved that. And they still had Slymaster in the band. They didn't
Hmm.
have Sexecutioner though, and they
Hmm.
did more stuff with techno directly in the plot of the album or the
Hmm.
plot.
Right. Well, this was the Scrota Moon storyline, right?
Oh,
Yeah. No, no, that was We Kill Everything. I'm sorry.
yeah, I
Yeah,
thought
you're
so. I
right.
was like, wait, was it?
You're right, you're right, you're right. What was this tour?
It was
The
Techno and
Penguins?
Slymaster getting
Oh yeah,
married.
right, right, right. And like the penguins and everything.
Yeah.
The comedic penguins.
Yeah, oh my god. Dude, I remember Margaret came out dressed up as one, but it was like when we went to the Guar bar for the Smash
Uh-huh.
release, she came out dressed up as one, but the costume was like it was like from the 90s. So it
Yeah,
was like terribly, horribly degrading, and then we were like, oh god, it's so disgusting.
that's funny. Um I I really like this record actually. You know, there's I okay, it's a little too long. It didn't need to be 18 songs.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
a little
that's
long
that's
for a record. It's two vinyls, you know, that's like Okay, well, maybe trim the fat a little bit. But the good songs on this record are really, really good.
Hmm.
I love Let's Blame the Lightmen. I don't think they've ever played that live that I could
Really?
ever think of. I don't think I've ever seen a video of them playing it live. I'd love to see one if anyone could find one. There's songs, yeah, like First Rule. I don't think they've ever played live. Um, of course, Private Painter Techno Destructor is like a remake of that.
Yeah.
Although they had to cut out the Star Trek section. You've heard that, right?
I think I have it. It's triggering something in my brain,
Yeah, so
but
they actually had to cut part of this song off of the record because they couldn't get the rights. They do like this. They do it live, so it's in the videos. But
mhm.
they go into like a Star Trek. I don't know. I think it's from Wrath of Khan or something. Someone. I'm not a Trekkie. I'm not. I'm sorry. I don't know. But it's some
Yeah,
kind of
me
theme
neither. It's
music
fine.
from Star Trek movies. They go into that during the fight scene in between the song, and then
Oh
on
yes,
the
yes,
album, it's
yes.
just like a cut. It's just like a really awkward cut in the song.
Mm.
Yeah. And they brought out. Did you see the? Oh, here's GWAR news. That's right. We got to go through some GWAR news. There's lots of GWAR news happening. I can't even keep track all of it. Did anyone see GWAR on NPR
Tiny Desk.
Tiny
Yeah.
Desk concert? I mean, who would have ever thought GWAR on NPR? It does sound nice to say, but they played Sex Cow.
Yes, they
I
did.
love that.
Dude, I loved it in Bishop's voice too. It was
I know.
it's just amazing. All of it. I'm so happy for the band and the strides they're making. Oh,
Yeah, I know. It's all small steps, but it's like, well, in the big picture, it's like a lot of big, it's big.
yeah.
It's a general big step, but it's a lot of small little things like NPR getting on a Live Nation tour. You know, what else have they been doing? Let's go into GWAR news. Let me pull up the GWAR website here, which I should have had prepared, but I don't. Because there's always GWAR news, man.
Always.
Um,
Respect the
Share a
grind.
screen. Okay, here we go. We are on the GWAR website.
Oh
Right?
yeah, they
So
did re-release Battle Maximus.
well, yeah, it's coming out soon. The Fly Now video. It's all remixed and remastered. That's what's exciting about it. Though I didn't think it sounded too bad to begin with, but I'm excited to see what they do with it. Fly Now video is there. You can get the new album. We talked about that. I think we talked about the skateboarding decks. I don't skateboard, so if anyone wants to buy me one. Okay, where did we leave off? Ragnarok Rye.
Oh
There we
yeah.
go.
I don't drink. I'm not about that. Even at the
Yeah,
Smash event, I was like, oh, let me enjoy some alcohol. Yeah.
that's fair. No, no peer pressure there. Um, so I don't know what's the difference. Does anyone know what the difference between this and the regular one is? I haven't had any of it. But this one's the odorous edition. Does it have like that metal top like the other
Oh
ones?
yes, yeah.
Why
I
don't
don't
they
know what
show a
they
picture of that?
I don't know what they took them from that mold, or was it made by Matt?
I think Matt made them because I remember seeing him in the studio with like little
Hmm.
things before they were made into metal. Oh yeah, so this was I think announced yesterday. The next tour has been announced.
Yeah.
The X Cops are playing on it.
I
Cancer
am
Christ is
so
on it. My friend who was on my other show, Von Pod from Cancer Christ, is now going to be opening for GWAR. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make this tour, and I'm very sad about it. But even if I do, the X Cops will not be playing in my neck of the woods, so I'm going to cry about that, and hope that the X Cops do their own thing at some point so I
yeah.
can go see them. I'm just gonna put this out there, but ROG was supposed to play St. Vitus in Brooklyn before the pandemic, and it got canceled. And it'd be nice if they can bring the X Cops there instead.
Yeah.
That'd
They
be.
should
I like that
call
place. It's a little
911
small,
just to get
but
him.
yeah. But I'm excited that the X-Cops are back, even though I'm not going to be able to see them. I'm even trying to see, like, oh, maybe I can, like, drive out to a different date. But, yeah, that's going to be tough. Are you going to go see this tour?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hit up like 3 different places
Oh
probably.
my
It's
God.
my birthday month in October, and this one's a
Nice.
really big one for me. Not gonna say my age, but this one's really big for me. So yeah,
Oh,
definitely gonna
I'm
hit up with you.
jealous. I'm definitely jealous of anyone who's going to see the X-Cops. I did see Negative Approach about a year or so ago, and that was fun. You know, I'm not a huge fan of them, but they have one of the best hardcore songs of all time, Can't Tell No One. So go see it. Go see them just for that minute and 5 seconds of a song or whatever it is. It's a perfect punk song. Um, so yeah, that's happening. What other GWAR news? I should feel like there's always GWAR stuff and I'm always forgetting stuff. Well, the tour is happening. Okay, I think we did the GWAR news. Let's look at some more of your artwork here.
Oh, yippee! Oh,
Oh
that
yes,
one. That one is just. Oh,
so
it.
that's Nicole and
Yeah, it's Mrs. Roberts and
yeah,
Brad.
yeah. Well, he's as Jizmac in this picture.
Yeah. Uh. Sorry, I said Brad. I should have said
Oh
Jizmac.
yeah. Um, did did they get to see this one?
Yes, I gave it to them. I accidentally showed up at their house.
Wait,
Uh,
what?
yeah,
How do
I
you?
accidentally
Is
went to
there a
their
story
house.
there? And should I ask it?
I don't want to quite
Yeah.
tell the story because it has some descriptors in it that will give away what their house looks like.
Hmm.
But I was in the vicinity of their house and I went to their backyard and I was like, through a series of events, I went to their backyard and I also had my GWAR shirt on and I had that in the trunk. So I was like, I'm not a stalker, I swear. But I did give that to them.
Wow, that's awesome and awkward, I guess. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
exactly. Because I was like, I'm so sorry.
And then yeah, there was one I didn't get a chance to get up here that you put up yesterday. Maybe I can show that a little bit later.
Maybe. Who
Let's
knows?
see.
I have it with me.
Oh yeah, let's see it in person.
Yeah, I have a ton of goodies with me over here.
Oh, cool. We got a show and tell. Let's
Yeah.
screw the slideshow. Let's see the show and tell.
So this
Nice.
one was it was I was being a little shit and I messaged Sid. I was like, what if I drew you guys? Very jokingly, and she was like, yeah, go for it. And I was like, oh, okay. So
Well, that's kind of the response you wanted, right?
yeah, I was 100% expecting her to not message me back.
Oh,
I was just like, oh, okay. So, and I banged this out, and excuse me, I don't know what came over me. Um, this actually pulled me out of burnout. So, thank you, Sid.
nice. Yeah, I thought of that because it was similar to the Jizmag. Is this going to be like a whole
Yeah,
series of like the
I
Guar guys
guess.
in costume and like their significant others?
Yeah, that's what I did with 3 of them at this point. I
Wait,
mean,
what was the
2.
other one? Two.
I did. I think Gorman and Margaret.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I saw that one. Maybe it's in here somewhere.
Oh,
Um, we got we got a
okay.
sexy.
So I do have a few unreleased in here. That was
Oh,
for
it's okay to show though, right?
yeah, of course. No,
Okay,
no, no.
cool.
I'm not gonna post
You
the
saw
ones
it here
that.
first.
So that was for the Sexecutioner shirt contest,
Hmm.
which I forgot who ended up winning, but their design was heaps and bounds better than mine
I
because
forget too, and
I
I'm
banged that
sorry.
out.
Someone in the chat remind me. I did buy one, so I don't look as good in white, but I'll probably wear it at some point. I'm gonna save it for a Guar show where I can get blood on me because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
white, you know.
So yeah, I think I banged that out in like 2 days, one day, because it was getting close to the deadline. I was like,
Mm.
oh, what do I do? So I made that, and uh, it is It just is.
It is. It is a sexy. This is the one I chose for the flyer.
Yeah,
'cause
I have
wanted
this
to-
one with me also.
Oh yeah, let's check it out. Yeah.
Yippee! I gave Gorman a copy actually,
Mhm.
and Matt sent me a picture of him like holding it, and I started like freaking out, like, holy
Oh yeah,
shit,
I have
this
those
is
at the end.
amazing!
I have those at
Yeah,
the
it's
end.
in there. But I made like as close as possible because I don't think chests coincide with muscle tissue,
Mhm.
but I tried to make it as medically accurate as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, I love just all that shit.
And I guess that's something you bring into your art
Oh, very
often,
much
or
so. I have
yeah.
I look like a serial killer because I have the like anatomy on my wall. It's like nailed up there.
All right, I'm just gonna skip to it. I gotta find it
Yes,
though.
I know it is. That picture is in here.
Yes, here it is. Uh,
Yeah.
and then there's a ball sack in there too.
Yeah, I don't think I posted the happy birthday card I made for him
Oh,
either, but I remember I was like, he had sent me those photos directly after we met Matt. So me and my friend were just like screaming at the top of our lungs. We were like, holy fuck! We were
what is
very
this on
happy.
their tour? Oh, so they sent this to you afterwards? You weren't there when they took these, right?
Yeah, no, I was. I
Oh,
stayed there for
okay.
Mudvayne.
Cool, cool. Let's catch up on some comments.
Yeah, talk to us, guys.
Let's see who's everyone's talking tonight. I gotta see where I left off here. Um, yeah, I hope so.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we'll
Just do
set
a
it up
dot
at some
on me.
point. Yeah, exactly. Don't fall asleep. Are we boring you?
No, I'm gonna wake you up.
You know what you need? My friend, go get yourself some espresso destructo.
Yeah, don't even process it.
And
Just
you will
eat the
just
beans
jitter. You will
raw.
just jitter. Yeah. Um, First Avenue got destroyed when they played there. Hey, Rob, so do you know Impaler? Because I know they play a lot. And I was wearing my Impaler. Do you know Impaler?
Nope. Just sounded
Impaler
funny.
Impaler is one of the original shock rock bands.
I might have heard of them
They
then.
started in 1983 and they still exist today.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And they're like
Respect the grind.
one of the first bands to like, rip guts out of someone on stage and stuff like that. They didn't quite have the projectile,
No,
like
but
GWAR,
it was
but
still fun, I assume.
it's a horror movie. Yeah, it's fun. And I know they're from that area, so they should definitely play more shows together. Or I don't know if GWAR and Impaler have ever played together, but it'd be a great bill. Hell yeah, dude. This toilet earth, love in here. Yes, I love
Yeah.
it.
I guess I'm just left out of it.
Why didn't you say you love that era?
Oh, yeah.
Well, what's your favorite GWAR record? Oh, we just said Blood of Gods.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're loving this toilet earth over here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
NPR,
I'm
hell
the
yeah.
weirdo zone.
That's all right. I mean, they need fans for that zone too,
Yeah.
Someone needs to support it. I mean, I do, but it's not my favorite.
Yeah, it's respectable too. It's a
Actually,
very
it's not my least favorite though either.
Oh,
I
what's
have
your least favorite?
The Smoot era is my least favorite.
Oh, okay.
When
Yeah.
they became the metal band that they were parodying for so many years, it lost a little luster for me. Like I still
Mhm.
liked it. I still went to the shows. I still bought the records. I didn't change my fandom, but I was less excited about the music for about 10 years. So that's why, Battle Maximus and then the new era, I feel like they're back to their primes. Like the new
Mhm.
album, I think I always say this Toilet Earth is always going to be my favorite probably, but um, the the what is it called? The New Dark Ages is
She's got a chip
I
behind
think
you.
it might be the best GWAR record, period,
Mhm.
objectively speaking. And quality wise and production and songwriting.
Yeah, the
It's all
production was
there.
really good.
Yeah, it sounds great. Like if you play one of those old records from the 90s, 80s to like a I don't know, a young general young person,
They're
they're
gonna be
gonna
like,
be like, "What the fuck?" They need that production. Although who knows? Maybe they don't because they also like SoundCloud rappers. So who knows?
oh God.
Oh yeah. Did anyone else's casual acquaintance say yes? Yes, it
Mhm.
happened to me several times, and I didn't want to say, yeah, you and everybody else, but yeah, you and everybody else. Just kidding. I appreciate it. Everybody always send me Guar stuff because who knows if I missed it or not. It's got a new hat.
It
What is
has a
that a
new hat.
reference from? Are you going
Yes,
to the Richmond show?
I'm going to the Richmond show. I'm
Oh
going
my
to
god. No, go ahead, go ahead.
I'm going to the Niagara Falls show, hopefully in costume. Hopefully.
I'm I would like
You're just like,
I'm still trying to figure it out in my head. Like I could do this. I could go to one of these shows, but I'm
just one,
working.
just
I'll have to
one.
like take some days off from work here's the like problem. The Richmond show, that because that was the one I was like, well, if I'm gonna travel to see a show, it'd probably be the Richmond one, right?
Mhm.
But I have tickets for the Dresden Dolls that night already in New
Ooh.
York City, and like Brian plays on my record, so it's like that's
You
really
can't
tough,
just be like,
man.
I'm gonna go see these guys. Fuck you.
Yeah, in the middle of the week and like take off from work, I'd probably stay the night in Richmond somewhere. It's
Mhm.
like it's like oh man, it's just killing me because I always see Guar around Halloween. That's crazy not to.
Yeah. I think
It's,
the first show I went to was the Halloween show, and that was just amazing. It was so good.
at Irving Plaza.
Yes.
Which was that? Which year was that? Which tour
That
was
was
that?
2022.
I was probably there.
Were you? Wow.
Yeah, I
I
mean 2022. I may have had to miss. Oh no, that was the year I missed the New York show because
ah,
I had other listen, Halloween in New York City is tough to like
I would imagine so. I
because there's so
just feel
many
like,
things
oh,
happening, and both for many years my two favorite bands both played Halloween in New York City. It was the World Inferno Friendship Society and GWAR. And GWAR won out most of the time if they were in direct competition. Um, but now there's going to be less competition because the singer of World Inferno died about a year or
oh,
two
rest in
ago.
peace.
So this year was sort of like a big memorial weekend party with the fans. So I
Hmm.
kind of had to not miss that. So I did go see GWAR in Philly instead, I think. Yeah. So I missed that one. But I've
Yeah,
been
I mean,
most years Irving Plaza, GWAR, I'm there.
yeah, aren't they on a cruise this year for Halloween?
I don't know. Are they? I guess this
I
tour
think
they just
so.
announced ends before Halloween. I think it ends the day before Halloween. Yeah, I was wondering about that because I was like, how come this tour date goes only till October 30th?
Yeah, I was like, oh wait, they're gonna be stranded on a boat.
Yeah, well, I don't think I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, definitely.
Where
I
is
think it's
the
like I think it's like advertised as like specifically a heavy metal cruise, and I personally could not think of like a worse place to be. Like all these
yeah.
sweaty, just guys, sweaty guys go like flinging themselves in pools and like losing all their money in the casino. Just like,
Oh,
oh
yeah,
no,
I played a boat show once with Green Jelly, and I'll tell you, it's cool until you get on the boat and it leaves and you realize, oh, nobody else can come to this show and nobody can leave this show. So it's like if you were late, because in New York City, it's like if a show starts at 9, you get there at 10:30, right?
mhm,
When the show starts at 9 and the boat leaves at 8, that's fucking it. If you're late, you're not at the show anymore.
yeah.
It's weird. And then
It's
yeah, I'm not a big fan of the of bodies of water, so I could do
oh, okay,
without that.
okay.
I mean, I'm not like just let's don't put me out in the ocean too far, man. Like that shit's scary as
I'm gonna
hell.
put you on a life raft, Von Esper.
I mean, I'm not like afraid of it so much as just like we know more about space than we do about the ocean, man. Like that shit's scary. I'm sorry. um, nice. Happy early
Hopefully,
birthday to everybody. It's gonna be a party. Ha 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 ha. Somebody made Lori laugh.
Oh yeah, Sid. She's
Aw.
such a good. She's a good sport. She's a good sport. Sorry, Casey.
I gotta get Casey on the show too.
Of course, dude.
Because I want to talk
I
about the lockdown junkies. Has anyone heard the lockdown junkies? Have you heard?
no. I
Oh
haven't.
man.
I'm out of the loop on so much stuff.
Let me grab it. Ah,
Reach, get it,
the
get it.
lockdown junkies.
Does he play
It's-
bass on that?
Yes, he plays bass on it. It just came out on some point this year. It's only like a couple months old, I think. Dude, it's awesome. Wait, yeah, there he is.
Yeah, Casey.
Yeah,
Woo!
the lockdown junkies. I guess this was made during lockdown. So this is, I guess there was a 7-inch single first, because this is the extended version. My CD's in my car. That's why it's gone. But it's 9 songs, and I swear to God, it's like 20 minutes or something like that. Yeah, it's like real, like, do the math on this. These songs are like a minute and a half long. It's just right in, right out, like straight to the point. It's
Hell
cool.
yeah.
Yeah. Whenever I'm almost home and I don't want to like put on a new record in my car, I'll grab that one because it's like it'll probably be done by the time I'm in the driveway. Gar Snapper, yay!
Gore Snapper, Bob Snapper.
Bob Snapper, that's good too.
Yes. I have yet to meet him. Oh God.
What's up, Vinny? We're just chilling, man.
Oh shit.
Bob looks so cute.
Astute, yeah.
Astute. That's right.
Yeah.
Astute.
Read, Kev.
I'd love to get Bob on here and see if he remembers meeting me, because it was like
you met?
I met Bob in 2005 or ish.
I was just born.
Oh my God. Yeah. So I was like 17. I guess I was a senior in high school. And me and my friend Matt were going to check out, our friends went to the local art school. You probably know SUNY Purchase.
Probably
in
not.
Westchester. It's like the art school in Westchester, here around New York. And they have this 2-day end of the year festival called Culture Shock. And we had like friends that went there, so we were like, let's go check out Culture Shock and then walk around campus and like see. I ended up going there 2 years later. But at this Culture Shock, GWAR was playing, and they set up a stage, and it's like a giant quad in between all like the dorm buildings, and there's a big stage and just this big open space and just chaos everywhere. But it rained, so GWAR didn't end up playing. The rest of the bands ended up going into like the student center, which is a much smaller space. But GWAR's like, we can't bring all of our shit like from over there to over here, So they got canceled. And so we were just walking around the student center, and these 2 guys walk up to me and my friend, and one of them, he's like, hey man, do I recognize you? Weren't you like front row at a GWAR show? And he remembered me from my first GWAR show at
really?
At the Chance in Poughkeepsie, and it was Zach Blair, who played Flatus at the time.
Whoa.
And he was new in the band, and like you didn't see a lot of pictures of them out of costume yet back then. So I didn't know who this guy was. And the guy next to him was Bob Gorman, and I didn't know who he was at the time either, because I hadn't seen a picture of him for years, and he wasn't wearing his stuff. So
like, who is this guy?
I started talking to these guys and then realized, like, oh, you guys are in GWAR, and then I realized who they were. And we had like a nice, like, I don't know, we probably talked for like 20 minutes or something, because they weren't doing fuck all anymore. They were not playing, so they're just walking around campus. I've heard
just chilling
over the years. Every once in a while, I'll hear another story about like what Dave was doing on campus that night. Yeah, It's just
Was he
like
being debaucherous?
some say he was being debaucherous, and some say he found a Dungeons and Dragons game, and
Fuck
both
yeah.
both things could be true. I don't know why anybody's playing a Dungeons and Dragons game in the middle of a 2-day music festival outside your
Listen,
campus,
listen.
but
You just need pop-ups.
I guess I don't know. It was weird. But we did see the Locust play that year, and Biz Markie, I believe, and you got to be above a certain age to know who Biz Markie is.
Yeah, no. I
Yeah,
like
it's okay.
so little bands I know. I know like Elton
He was
John, Ninja Sex
he
Party,
was like a
GWAR.
rapper in like the early 90s. Nice. Sleepy
Oh,
people, go
TK
drink
is Tara
coffee.
Kelly. Okay.
Oh, oh,
I
we have
just
an
got that.
announcement. Me too. I didn't know that either. What's up, Tara? Should we tell them? Should we tell them now?
Go ahead.
I guess we're gonna tell you now. Announcing here now. Tara's gonna be on the show September 13th.
Yay!
So everybody be here. More GWARTists. And yes, I am talking to some other scum dogs about coming on the show. It's harder to schedule some of them. So don't
Yeah.
worry, stay with me. It's gonna happen. It'll happen when it happens. Wait, what? I missed something. Physically cannot listen to Hello. It sounds like it was recorded in a metal trash can in mono. It is a
Just
not
like,
very good
oh, my
sounding record.
eardrums.
I respect it for what it is, but it's not a good album.
Yeah,
Production wise,
probably.
it's definitely the worst.
Yeah, yeah.
Those songs deserve so much better, as I told Mike Bishop in our episode.
Mhm.
I
Thought I was gonna burp. Nothing came out.
met you there. Try harder next time.
Mm.
GWARoween, yes, you can see my two GWARoween posters they're kind of glared out right now, but you'll see them. I don't know if there was any exclusives that I missed, GWARoween stuff, but if there is, if anyone has any extras, hit me up. GWAR in costume, Dream Eyes to do so and get some photos. Yeah, man. Actually, I guess I met Odorous in costume once, but
Oh, did you?
yeah, I interviewed him on my old web TV show, Twilight Vision. Well, I filmed the interview. I didn't do the interview, but I was the producer. It was at Irving Plaza during the We Lost in Space tour, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like 2009. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I just don't like these. See, the problem with the New York show is that I have a family obligation that weekend, so
Yeah.
I
Family comes
probably
before GWAR.
won't be able to do it. Oh, hell yeah.
Dude.
Gotta get Bob on the show. I want to get Bob on the show and just punish him about that archive they got there. So I want to know what's in the
I talk to
archive.
you.
I'm just gonna be like, do you have that show? Do you have that show that this happened? Yay! I like to make people scream. Uh-oh, we got some Hello fans in the house.
Ooh, ooh.
It's a very special album. Hell yeah. All right, I think we got through you guys are like talking up a storm tonight. I love it.
Yeah, I'm
Thank you.
so popular.
Is there any if you guys have any questions for me or the guest? I mean, we're just talking. Okay, let's go back to some artwork.
Yeah, let's do it.
I got to go back in
I
my
got my stuff
slideshow
beside
though.
me.
Oh, I went too far. There we go. I was gonna put this one up next.
Oh yes, I have that with me as well.
Yeah, let's see it.
Yippee!
Is this
is
for Pride
probably
Month?
yeah. Oh, the camera's inverted, so it's weird right now.
Oh
This
yeah,
is
there's
probably.
something you can do to fix that on your end in the settings.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. If
I'm
you
not
care
gonna
to.
go click in my phone right now. That's better.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
This is my favorite. The one like it's just so colorful. It was such a fun time doing it. And it got all the homophobes angry, so I think that was a win overall.
Let's talk about that. I don't understand because I did block somebody who posted something kind of homophobic, not in my comments or anything, just I saw it in my feed and I was like, oh no, I don't want this here.
Yeah.
I hate to be like that, but are you guys stupid? Oderus Urungus is a gay character.
Yeah,
Dave's
and his
brother was gay.
exactly.
It's like,
Andrew was
dude, Gwar is
gay.
super gay. Like, if you don't get that, you don't get it.
It's just there's no point in arguing with those people because they're not going to change their mind, and it's just like the only thing you can do is
But
just
I
not
want
give
them
them
to know that the
satisfaction.
thing that they like, that they're so angry about, is gay.
Yeah, they did a pride post. They did a pride post on Pride Month last year or 2 years
I'm
ago.
gay and I'm proud. Like,
Yeah,
hello.
exactly, and it's yeah. I won't
Anyways,
understand it.
and the whole like, you know, they Gwar likes to permeate the collective consciousness. So when he's singing a song about having AIDS, it's like, you know, making a bunch of dumb metalheads think about that problem, even if it's subconsciously. That's the brilliance of Gwar. If you don't get it, well, I'm just handing it to you on a silver platter right now.
Plug my phone in.
Oh yeah, don't
Yeah,
power
I'm
off.
at 5 right now, dude.
This is my
Oh
power right here,
gosh.
my Destructo, excuse
Yeah.
me, Espresso Destructo. It's such a tough name to remember.
That one was also like more medical stuff.
Yeah.
That was so fun to do. It was just like, how did fucking Techno build Sawborg? All right, he has metal bones. There are veins, like fucking wires as his veins. Like he doesn't have the fucking Sayorius or however the fuck you say it muscle. That's a wire too. And his guts are made of metal, and that one, ugh, it was just a great time. Great, amazing, and Matt loved it when he saw it on the show. So
Yeah, I
that's a
remember
W for
showing this
me.
to Matt on the show. I was
Hmm.
excited about this one. I can't read all the little things. Oh, I guess I can a little
Yeah,
bit. Yeah.
my lettering is kind of wonky, but I have
No,
like
it's
the
just because it's small on the screen right now to me.
mhm. That one actually
Oh,
lives with the Bohabs Unite guy.
sweet. Bohebs
Yeah,
Unite. What's up, dude?
get him on the
Um,
show. Come on.
well, he may. Yeah, he's offered.
Hell yeah,
It may
hell yeah.
happen. Yeah, yeah. So get at me, dude. We got some things to discuss. So
Okay.
let's tell me about. I've never been to. I've been to Richmond, Virginia once, but I was on tour, so I couldn't really go
Mhm.
exploring. Although, when I the what was I gonna say? Some of the GWAR guys at the time did come to the show I was playing,
Oh
but
really?
it was
Wow,
like
congrats.
it wasn't anyone in the band. I think Nate was there when he was a slave. He was from Corey's other band, Mensreya. Am I saying
Mhm.
all these things correctly? It's been a long time since I've said the name Mensreya, but I think that's how
Listen.
to say it. This must have been in like 2008. I don't even
Mhm.
think I met him, but I knew he was there, and so he saw me play in the Chicken Heads and Green Jello.
Mhm.
But anyways, tell me about what my whole point was. I still need to make my great Mecca retreat to Richmond and see
Yeah, you
things
got
like
it,
this
man.
and the milk bottle and the guar bar.
Hmm. So this picture, in the middle is Tim Harris,
Mm.
uh, and we just found him.
You
We were
just
just
found Tim Harris.
we just found Tim
Tim
Harris.
Harris from Capone.
Yes, and
Oh, I
so
love Capone.
so the way it happened was, me and my mom were touring VCU. Also, like the day after that, I accidentally went to Brad's house.
Mhm.
Um, I had made a little doodle for Dave, put it on there. I'm a woman who I think that was Tim's wife. She goes,
Mhm.
"Oh, that's so sweet," and I start fucking crying, absolutely bawling. And I think one of his family members goes, "Do you know who made that?" And he says, "I don't know. It was probably Matthew or Robert." You don't say that unless you know the guys. And
Mhm.
I was like, oh. are you guys like friends with them? And she goes, yeah, he was in the band. So
Yeah, he was.
I shit myself at that point. I'm just like, oh. And he was a very lovely
Rarely played
man.
live with them, but he was on some of the records, definitely.
He was on We'll
Um,
Kill Everything, I believe. He was
and
brought
America
back for
Must
that
Be
one.
Destroyed as well.
hmm
And I think maybe even Battle Maximus when they got all those guitar players back. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's
But
been
yeah,
around. I need to get him on the show. Tim.
yeah,
Oh,
100%.
that's who I gotta reach out to, man. I gotta talk more about Kipone on this show. I love Kipone, and I hardly got into it with Bishop when he was on here because we just talked so much about Guar.
Yeah. That was my first show with someone who I didn't know who Andrew Wiley was because I didn't know a lot of the people. So I was just like, who is this guy? Who is
Who
this
is he? I
dude?
don't know who he is either. Should I know? Should I have said that? Do I know him?
Yeah. Andrew Riley, he's gonna come for you now. I
Uh-oh.
think he's I don't know his exact involvement, but friends with the band is what I would say.
All right. Cool,
But I was
cool.
just like, who
Oh,
is this man?
I have that Flopsy mask up there somewhere.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I want to talk to Gorman. I was like, I wanted to go like, hey, how humiliating was the Flopsy character for you?
I mean, yeah. Okay, so
Okay.
here's the Guar Bar event, right?
Yeah. So that experience was so fun. I got to talk to almost all the guys. I think I have anxiety disorders and like social anxiety pretty hard. So in all the photos, I'm pretty much like, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Well,
But
they are
everyone was
intimidating. I mean, they are, war gods.
yeah. I was about to die too. I narrowly escaped. Um, but they were just so chill. And actually, on my jacket, Bone Snapper, since I had like the Sawborg jacket on, he was like, "Oh, who this fucking dude?" And I was like, "Oh God."
Oh yeah, there we go.
And he wrote, "Fuck him" on it. Yeah, that's a Sawborg with it.
So wait, you made this
God,
jacket? Tell me about making this jacket.
it's actually unfinished, but
Uh-huh.
it's just acrylics, watered down acrylics, and I was just like, okay, let me freestyle this. It ended up janky as hell, but I love it. I have little pins for the eyeballs.
Nice. Very creative.
Thank you.
This
And that's
so
also Andrew Riley.
oh
So
okay.
that was
He looks
Jizmac
more
talking.
familiar in that picture.
Yeah, that was Jizmac telling Sawborg the story of how I rudely interrupted him at his
Oh,
abode.
it's like, oh, this person again.
Yeah, and he was really nice about it afterwards. He was like, "Hey, I just want to say thank you so much," and I was like, "I am sorry."
Like, yes, and you're welcome for not like shooting you in the face.
Yeah, exactly. I thought he was gonna maul me to death, but
Yeah.
he was a very nice lad. That
Oh,
was the
so
moment.
that's what outside the Guar Bar. I've never been there, so
Yeah, that's like the garden area they could
mhm.
have. That was the moment Sawborg was like, "Hey, I'm on the back of this fuck's jacket."
Okay, that's funny. So this should be reversed with the other photo. This
Yeah.
and then this. Nice.
Okay, so that one you could see it on my face a little more. I'm genuinely terrified.
And Bone Snapper makes no expression, so
Yeah, no, he's
he
just
may have
all
been
muscle,
just as
dude.
terrified.
Yeah. I
You'd
mean, I
never
was
know.
about to die too,
Yeah.
so, you know.
And
Oh,
tell
I
me,
had that
okay,
one
tell
with
me
me.
about this shirt. Yeah.
Okay. So this one was really fun to make. It was very time consuming, but it's like it's it represents Jizmac pretty well, in
Mhm.
my opinion. And I wasn't worried about making it like totally accurate, but I got it accurate enough, and I knew I wasn't gonna get that much spew too, so I didn't really like focus on the details.
This
This
was for the
shirt,
Mudvayne
however,
shows.
this shirt got so much spew.
Oh yeah.
Man, Mike was just gunning for me, and it's on the back too.
Well, if you're gonna dress like him,
Yeah.
I'm sure he's gonna target you.
Yeah, he's we talked before the show too, and I gave him my project that I had, and I was like, here, I've been working for like 6 months on this thing. Hope you enjoy it.
Nice. Anything you want to talk about, or is it a secret?
Yeah, sure. So I don't think I included any pictures of it, but it was the book called The GWARTIST, very creative name. And it was something to specifically show how much over time that I knew I would improve if I kept drawing GWAR characters. And
Gotcha.
from the beginning of the book to the back of the book, it was like insane. It was crazy the amount of progress I had made, and I wanted to show that in something, and I did. And it like it was crazy the amount of time that I had spent on it. I think I calculate it was like something like 600 hours or something insane like that. And it was something that really mattered to me at the time. I was like, I did it. I did this shit and I made it happen. And that was like a very key moment for me. And I know it sounds really stupid because it's just paint and paper, but there were so many emotions attached to it too, because I had a pulmonary embolism at the time, aka a big fucking blood clot in my lung.
Hmm.
So that was the only thing I
Gotcha.
could do, because if I got up I would be like so I just sat at my desk and I drew, and that book came out of it. It was 28 drawings in total.
Is there any specific GWAR characters that you love drawing the most?
Probably Bone Snapper.
Yeah.
Probably
Why
Bone
Bone
Snapper and
Snapper?
Pustulus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
those
wait, I don't think I had any pusties in here.
really.
I
I
don't
have a
think
Pusty on
so.
my wall. I Should I take
Oh
that
well.
down? Yeah. I don't. I think I've shown this one before. It was up for trade for a while.
Hmm.
Come on, but it's a painting, and this was before I started doing watercolors.
Okay.
And so, oh, wrong way.
Oops. I wanted to
So
do this. Oh yeah,
this,
yeah. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was
Cool.
the I think it was
What
right
is that? A
before they had
record?
changed his mask.
What is it made
So
on? A
that
record?
it's
Oops.
I think it's just acrylic. Yeah,
Okay.
just acrylic. I had to prime it too, because it really does not like to stick to the material. Um,
Looks like a vinyl inside it.
it is. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's
That's what I was asking.
Nat King Cole's The Christmas Song.
I
So,
think I have that.
dude,
I don't know. My parents had a lot of weird old Christmas records.
yeah.
Um,
Sorry, I destroyed
that
one of
might.
your childhood records.
No, it's not. I was more into the John Denver and the Muppets, so I still have that. I still have that one. It's all good. Check out my Discogs. I'm selling everything.
Yeah, support artists. Come on,
Well,
people.
yes, support art. That's a different thing, but I'll segue into that too. If you really want to support me, check out my album and shit, man. Bandcamp, Spotify. Um, I don't know if this one's really going to like really what's the word, appeal to the GWAR crowd, but trust me, I got stuff coming that will. There's lots of different stuff in there.
Yeah,
I just put out a
buy
new
our
music
shit.
video. You know what, I'll end this show later with my new music video in case you missed it, for Welcome
Yeah,
to
of
My
course.
Pity Party. Not now, but whenever we're done. Of course, I'm still working on my documentary, The Life and Slimes of Dookie Flyswatter and Haunted Garage. Do you know about this?
No, I don't. Tell me.
Oh
Tell me.
man. Okay, well, this is the perfect time for an ad break to show my trailer. Of
Do
course,
it.
most of you have seen this, but if on the rare chance that you haven't, that's why I do this show, so I can really. It's the one thing I remember from business school, and yes, I technically have a degree in business. Impressions. The more times people see your brand or your product, the better. So, but it is GWAR related. There is Hunter Jackson is in this, and also I can reveal this since it has now happened. This week I actually interviewed Brian Slagle, the CEO of Metal Blade Records, about this subject as well for my
Ooh.
documentary. And of course, this band and Haunted Garage and GWAR were on Metal Blade at the same time in the 90s.
Mhm.
So Anyways, you gotta see it to believe it. I'm gonna play you my trailer.
Put that shit on, man.
Yeah. Oops. I gotta find it. I thought I found it, but I didn't. Life and Slimes of Dookie Fly Swatter. I gotta get organized, man.
Gotta organize those files.
Gotta get organized. I'm pretty organized. Okay.
Discussion about the importance of danger.
We'll get your live reaction.
Chaos, the possibility of something happening that really wasn't on the schedule.
Mr. Dookie Fly Swatter and
The Haunted Garage!
If you took 80s slasher movies and put it in a blender with metal and punk rock, you're gonna get Haunted Garage.
Dookie and his crew were almost like making horror movies, horror punk.
But the gag is, you're in the splash zone.
It is splatter rock. It is chainsaw rock and roll.
Not only chainsaw them, but would pull the guts out and spread them all over the place.
It's like going to a horror movie, except it's actually happening.
There was this real fervor at the time about shock rock, how bad it was for the kids.
The shock value was exactly what I wanted.
I look over and I see Dookie with his arms on fire.
The flashes from the rear end.
He got brain surgery live on stage.
Whenever you find something weird, we'll give a use for it.
It's not an act that we put on to go on stage.
We were real.
There was some shit being exercised right there.
That was the raw stuff.
You walk out of there feeling like you've maybe left the planet for a little while.
Their legacy is they were unique.
They did things that weren't being done, and they did things that were outside of people's comfort zones.
Dookie was always just ahead of his time on that.
But it really rocked hard. I mean, he had really good musicians in the band.
We didn't want it to be only this deep. We wanted it to be this deep.
It's Haunted Garage. That's the whole point of taking things too far.
They just were doing it to have a good time and make you laugh.
It was always fucking fun.
Actually, we're a lot more stable than I think Bill Cosby.
I don't know how to explain it. It exploded.
Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons.
Tom Waits was there.
We blind Axl Rose.
When you're sitting between Dookie and Elvira, it doesn't get any cooler than that.
There were lines around the block to see Haunted Garage. They were the it band at the time.
Those guys were gods to who they were gods to.
He's an icon of the underground exploitational genre.
Punk rock god of Hollywood.
Bela Lugosi's horrible punk rock grandson.
G.G. Allen, but fun.
He's like a friendly vampire.
He was LA's Peter Lorre.
You need somebody in a movie, that's the guy that you want.
Roger Ebert said it's the worst movie he's ever seen. Cold Steel, Sharon Stone? Who knew? He had a great writing career.
He puts everything he's got into it. He made his whole life his art.
I think that the whole world should know about it.
Now I'm gonna cry.
Slam, 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 slam.
Wait a minute, you're gonna get this.
Oh, thank you.
Now you know about Dookie Flyswatter and the Haunted Garage.
Yippee.
Sorry
I'm
for
definitely
anyone
gonna have
who's-
to watch that.
Well, me too. Once it's done, it's not done yet. It's in production. I'm still conducting interviews. I got a bunch of new interviews that are either coming up or it's recently wrapped up. Yeah.
Get on that grind, man.
There's not really a way to support this project at the moment except just, stream that trailer. Go like us on Instagram at DookieDoc. And if you want some stickers, hit me up, wherever you hit me up, and I can get you some stickers. Because I got lots of stickers from riotstickers.com. They are the bomb. Yeah. Pork roll or Taylor ham?
Pork roll! 100% pork roll. People who say Taylor ham are tools.
You are, though.
I am.
Fade.
Fade.
Oh, I don't know. They must have been reacting to something we had on screen. Yeah, we're going back in time. How can you like Guar and be homophobic? You're dumb if you are. It's stupid. Annie Hall's a doll.
Exactly.
Yeah. Did you make a book? Yeah,
I
that's what
did.
you were talking about.
That
Yeah,
was
I think
that
they
was
said that
that book.
before you explained it. Yeah, looks great. And waving hand,
Pink hand waving,
wave,
pink hand waving, pink hand waving, pink hand waving.
That's a lot of waving hand, pink, waving hand, pink. I think I did that
Pink
wrong.
waving hand, pink waving hand.
I know it's killing
Oh, we got
me,
Humongous
man.
up in here. What's up, dude?
What's up? Hey, did you all see my ninja? I saw my ninja.
I still have yet to watch it.
Hey, what's up? Dude, you're packing the house. What's up, everybody?
I
They're all just
guess
talking,
so.
though. Nobody's
People-
asking questions. We're just hanging out.
Yeah,
It's great. It's
ask
just like a cool
questions,
family
people.
hang. I mean, yeah, ask us some questions. It's an AMA right now.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
you in
dude.
the that's
Bishop,
cool.
man.
See, I recognize Irving Plaza here, but I was not there that night.
Yeah.
I was
Dude,
down the street somewhere.
Bishop, man, he's so nice. I have to like say he's just the nicest dude ever. Literally took like 40 minutes just to talk to me about like what's going on in my life and like that project and like
Nice.
what do I expect out of the show and just all such
Oh,
cool
because this was
shit,
your
man.
first. This was your first one.
That was my first show.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
First show, and you're already dressing up like the lead singer. That's some
Yeah,
balls right
exactly.
there.
I had a belt too. You can't see it in that picture,
Uh-huh.
but I made like a cosplay of him. I had the belt and I think I put some detail in the pants.
Not a lot of people dress up at GWAR shows, surprisingly, but I have seen Humongous at Irving Plaza in full regalia. So
Maybe I'll catch him next time.
oh, and that's after the show.
Yeah, it's post show, and the person in the flannel behind us is actually Dirks.
Oh, got you. And is that Andrew Riley again in the background?
Yes, he's going
He's
Sonic
like-
speed back there.
He's just like in all the background of all your pictures.
Yeah,
It's like,
he's
where's
following me.
Waldo?
Oh, that was the most recent show. Okay, that's
Right, yeah.
my
So
friend.
now we're back to the beginning.
Yeah,
which is
that's
the
my
end.
friend Sid.
And tell me about what's his name again? This little guy.
Oh, Raspy.
Raspy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had made her own costume, and it was just so cool. And I was just like looking at her the entire time. I was like, "How did you do this?"
Wait,
You
who did
good."
this? What's the story?
I think their name is Quiet Blues now, but their full name is Sid Harrington on Instagram. So go show her love. Go be like, "Hey, you're cool."
Nice.
That was as we were going into the venue, me and my friend Grace, who I'd brought with me.
Nice. So yeah, I went to the show the day before this show. I chose Long Island instead of New Jersey. But I did run into somebody I knew there, but if I had gone to New Jersey, I would have run into a whole bunch of other people, I think. Because a lot of my friends went to this show instead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then we're back to...
Yeah, I think yeah, this did happen. Okay, so I was super tired at the point that that we had met up with Matt, so my judgment wasn't the best. So on Instagram I sent him a voice memo of me like screaming like ah! And I sent that to him. I was like, thank you.
Did he respond?
I think he might have. I honestly don't remember. I was just so tired.
What's this?
Oh yeah, that was at Monster Mania in I think something Rock in New Jersey.
Did you make this costume or what's the story?
Yes, I did. I'm actually
It's
doing
very
an overhaul
sort of
of
like I don't know, it gives me Texas Chainsaw vibes, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like the punk spirit as a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so
do you have a character name for this person?
Gurnug.
Gurnug.
Yeah, Gurnug.
And who's this lovely Mohawk person?
I
at the
forgot
GWAR
her
fair?
name, but she worked a booth there,
Oh,
and she was the nicest person ever. And she was like selling fangs and shit. And she was like, "Oh, here, I want to give these to you." And they were little GWAR keychains of the blood of gods.
oh, cool.
It was the blood of gods logo, so it was like
Mhm.
the stone one. I was like, "Oh shit, thank you so much."
And
And
look,
she
there's
was,
Andrew in the background again.
oh my god, Andrew.
It's someone who almost looks like him, but that
Yeah,
would
I
be really
think that
funny.
was the owner of the stand.
Gotcha.
It was a while ago, so.
This came out a little pixelated, but I got to put it in there.
Oh, it's so funny.
Moments
Bone
before
Snapper, what did
death.
they do to you?
Yeah. I think, yeah, okay. We've come to the end of the slideshow. We got a question for you. How is Roxy? And for
That's
me,
my
who is
dog.
Roxy? Your dog?
My
Aw,
Roxy is my dog. I think I might involve her in some cosplay soon.
nice. We got Rotting Pig Flesh here. Hi. Showed up late. It's always appreciated. Social media. How long does it take you to finish illustrations usually?
Oh boy. I get them done really quick just because I do nothing for a few days except art. So it takes me about 4 days usually from sketch to ink, but I just take time in between to be like, okay, what's the concept for this? What am I going to do for this one? Oh, I want to do this. And I think about that in like 2 days, an afternoon total, and then I'm like, okay, bang out the sketch and do the line art and just everything else that comes after.
Hell yeah. So what's next? What's your plans for the future with your art, and are you developing your own world in addition to the GWAR stuff that you do? Tell me what are we in for in the future?
You're definitely gonna see more masks from me. More I'm getting into like EVA foam usage kind of, so there are definitely gonna be more of that in the future. I'm also getting way into costume design, so I are
Oh
you
yeah, you
familiar with
said
Ninja
you
Sex
are.
Party?
Sorry, say that again.
Ninja Sex Party, do you know them?
No, I don't know them. Should I look them up?
Yeah, they're a really fun band. They're not really GWAR, but they kind of have the spirit of being like a funny band. And they do dress up, and they have the mask band that tours with them, GWRP. And so I recently just did a redesign of one of the members' costumes.
So let's see.
Yeah.
Let's check them out. Oops. Ninja Sex Party. I like learning new things. Although this is gonna ruin my search algorithm. Yeah,
Danny, Don't You Know is such a good song.
this is the one to see.
Yeah, pretty much. That oh, I forgot the album. Oh, Cool Patrol. The Cool Patrol album was pretty much the height of their career.
How long have they been around?
I think since 2010 or 2000, somewhere around there. Yeah, no, it was 2010. Yeah.
It looks pretty fantastical.
It is. It's very ethereal, kind of all of their albums.
See, this is like the happy medium between GWAR and Elton John.
Yes, exactly. And their songs are also like way sexual. One's called Heart Boner, and the lyrics are like, I'm gonna blast a load of feelings into you. I'll shoot a wad of gleaming romance just for you, and just all this like total teenage boy stuff. But they're an awesome band. Love them so much. Saw them at Irving Plaza also. That was my first concert ever.
Oh wow, who did they play with?
They played with Super Guitar Bros. It was the acoustic album, the very sexy acoustic album, I think it's called.
Yeah. Well,
I'll stay for it.
depends on your profession. Nice fix, GWAR, but that phone was crushed. No, that's why you need the cloud.
Yeah. I think Bone Snapper came over and just got so angry and he just went,
Right,
oh!
so yeah, I know. You did say you are a customer. Do you want to tell me a little bit more about that?
So it's mainly just like costume kind of concepts, but I do put a lot of costumes to fruition for my scare acting job. So
Oh, you're a scare actor.
oh yeah.
Cool.
So I think I've done like zombies. I've done I think I did the Phantom of the Opera one year, and that was very.
You just said the magic word. Ding ding
Yeah, I
ding
have
ding ding
posters in
ding.
the back.
You know, that's like my other thing is Phantom, right?
Yeah, found a Phantom.
Yeah, yeah. So, tell me about being the Phantom of the Opera.
It was very strange.
Yeah, and which version of the Phantom were you? And did you
Ramin's.
develop it yourself?
No, it was pretty much just like it was a volunteering job too, so it was just like get in, get out. And it was very odd because I guess they were like, since you're a vocalist, let's just stick you in one place, and I was like, cool.
Which one did
But
you say?
Ramin Karamalou from the
Oh, okay.
25th.
So, yeah. So the musical version.
And so what was actually really fun is we had a list of the people's names who went through. So when I would sing their name, they'd be like, "Oh," it's like,
Nice.
"Oh, get away from me!"
Did you have the Hall of Deformity and everything?
Oh yeah, but we made it a little more gory. So we had like liquid latex and we like wrapped it up into urinals and like put it on the sides of the mask to make it look like my flesh was rotting away.
Do you have a favorite Phantom, or is it the musical?
Yeah, the musical. I saw it before it left Broadway, so rest in peace.
Yeah, who did you see as the Phantom?
Oh, I forgot.
Ben Crawford?
No, not Crawford. God, I wish I saw Crawford.
No, not Michael Crawford. Ben Crawford.
Ben Crawford, no.
He was like the last. Well, he didn't do the last show. That's a whole controversy. But he was the last like official Phantom on Broadway. Yes, from Crawford to Crawford. I know you're not that old. Even I'm not that old. Well, I could have. I am that old, but I would have been like 4. So I wouldn't have enjoyed it. Yes. And then we have Love for Ninja Sex Party is a tearjerker and a regular jerker too, perhaps.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes. All the jerks. Nice. Yeah, I've never heard of them before.
Yeah,
everyone knows them. Wow, okay, cool. Send me your favorite song on Instagram.
Oh, my favorite song from them?
Everyone send me a link to it later. Well then maybe, if you guys like Ninja Sex Party, you might like Welcome to My Pity Party by Kevin Vonesper. Because
should play
that stuff's not quite GWAR either. Well, I think, what do you think? Think we did it for the night? Is there anything else that we should talk about that we missed? I mean, we even got Phantom in there. I think that was a pretty good complete show. Yeah, okay, we can do some Welcome to My Pity Party. For anyone who missed it, my new music video, it's going to be part of a video album because, of course, I'm a member of Green Jelly, so I have to carry on that tradition, even though nobody's asking for it except myself. And then I have another album that's pretty much done. I just need to do the final exports and then get it mastered. And that'll be the second of my trilogy of solo records that should hopefully be all out by the end of the year. So lots of music coming from me, Kevin Vonesper, but trying to get this video album done first. And this was a big step towards it. Don't forget, September 13th, we got Tara, TK, hell yeah. We're going to hang out and fan out again. And more stuff coming, okay? That's the only one I can officially announce, but there will be some other Scumdogs on here soon, and it's going to be really cool. But I don't want to jinx anything, so
they all cancel after you said that.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody go like and share and subscribe, and Instagram's where I hang out most, so at GWARPod, you all know that. It's all in the scroll down here. Follow Derelict Dum Dum. Oh, where'd you get the name Derelict Dum Dum?
Oh boy. I think it was like I knew I wanted it to be like stupid. I wanted it to be like stupid and bad. So I was like, oh, derelict is like run down. So this is like run down stupid person. And I was like, oh, this is perfect for me. So that's what it came to. I think initially it was gonna be something like stupid asshole, but then I was like, oh, Instagram won't like that. So
Yeah. Yeah, this is more safe for the gram.
yeah. Everyone, all the kids, all the 4-year-olds can look at that
No,
name now.
they're all on TikTok. They don't care about it. Instagram's for old people already.
Yeah.
I think, even though that's where I hang out. I think that's appropriate for my age range. No, it's not even appropriate for my age range. I remember Friendster, okay? That's how old I am.
Friendster.
I
And,
invited Dookie Flyswatter to MySpace. So
yeah,
how about
MySpace.
that?
Oh.
Friendster was before MySpace.
Oh.
Anyways, let's
Now
not
you're
bore you with
getting a little
how
too far
old
for
I
me.
am. Yeah. Let's let's watch a music video. How about that? And then again, don't forget to come back, follow me on all the stuff. And let me cue up the video. Thanks everybody for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Everyone's invited. Celebrate your misery. Apart but united. Welcome to my pity party. Come if you dare. This is your trigger warning. Sadness and despair. It's gonna be ugly and honest. It will be pretty and sardonic. So welcome to my pity party. Everyone's invited. Celebrate your misery. Apart but united. Welcome. Come if you dare. This is your trigger warning. Sadness and despair. Welcome to my pity party. Everyone's invited. Celebrate your misery. Trigger warning, sadness and despair. You know it's gonna be sad, but it's gonna be rad. This year left an imprint, but after this party, everything will be different. So drown in all your sorrows. So we can have a better tomorrow. So welcome. Do what you need. But hey, no Nazis, please. Welcome to my pity party. Everyone's invited. Celebrate your misery apart but united. Welcome to my pity party. Come if you dare. This is your trigger warning, sadness and despair.
I had to pop on in just a little bit to tell you I let the uncensored version slip. That one's not on YouTube, so you got the exclusive on that one. That's Brian Viglione from the Dresden Dolls, and Valerie and Abby from Abby Death and Jenna Torturers, and Gina and Della from the World Inferno Friendship Society. Lots of fun people in this video. Okay, that's it. Bye. Titties, you're really late.